G, Gennady Golovkin versus Murata in Japan. Big in Japan. Bit of Japanese friction. Who's going to win? I feel like this is a great chance to sell for Golovkin and a great way to get his career back after a few years of pretty much not looking the same, pretty much like Lomachenko in a way. Golovkin was really, on top at one point, and he was never the same after the Canelo fight, or even after the Daniel Jacobs, or even the Kell Brook fight. That being said, a lot of people are saying Murata should win. I personally, from what I've seen, I feel Golovkin looks a little tame at the weight, and he doesn't look like his normal indestructible self, but I feel he'll do enough to get the job done because he really needs this fight. And I do feel Murata, although he's got good range and good reach and decent skills, I don't think he's got enough to keep Golovkin off him for the whole fight. Golovkin's a good boxer, and that's what a lot of people are forgetting. He can box as well as punch. He's got a great jab. That's his a power tool to set up. So he's doesn't just rely on power, although it has diminished the fear factor. But I think that'll help him, because if you forget that could leave you exposed. And I feel like Golovkin will utilise more skills but obviously try and finish the fight. He's still got power, no doubt about it. It's just whether he's got the legs as much now, or he's got that ring generalship like it was at one point. We know his head can be hit, as Kell Brook showed, but we also know he's got the power. Now this Murata guy looks good, but he's not fought anyone of this level, I'm sorry. And it's easy to just say, yeah, you're big in Japan and you've won a few good fights against okay opponents, now you're going to beat Golovkin. The guys that have troubled Golovkin had decent-ish pedigrees. Daniel Jacobs, he'd beat Peter Quillen. He'd been in the ring with some top dogs by the time he fought Golovkin and gave him a tough show. Kell Brook had been in the ring with Sean Porter. All these fighters had a decent resume. Canelo, pound for pound best in the world, if not the. So a lot of these fighters that upset Golovkin had a resume. This guy may be big in Japan, and it's a great market and it's a good tour for Golovkin to showcase his skills over there. And I hope he's not taking it lightly. I don't think he will. I think he's going to get the victory, possibly a 7 or 8 round stoppage. I think it'll just be too much. I don't know why people are just assuming he's going to lose, because he's not fought for a few years. About a year or something. He's won his last fight. He's not looked as indestructible. He can still win fights. That's what I think anyway. I feel like he can still win fights, just maybe not in the style he used to, like against Matthew Macklin with the body shots, because naturally your opponents are going to get better and better and better and better. But he still grinds you down. Don't forget, this was Canelo who he fought, not some novice, not some tomato can that they just got from the store and opened that day. This is the guy he lost to was good. It was only Canelo twice, and he beat him twice. We know that. I know that. You know that. The judges know that. But hey, doesn't matter. He didn't get the decision, and the first one was a draw, which it wasn't. Golovkin won both those fights. We all know that. Anyone who knows boxing knows he won both those fights. But it doesn't matter. He didn't get the result. So now that's always played on his mind, and it's whether he over tries, and that's the problem. Over trying to overcook everything instead of just keeping it poised. Golovkin was always best when he poised around the ring and took his time and then shot, and then did twisting shots with his fist, which would just hit you right there and knock you out. So I'm going for a Golovkin. I think he's going to be too much for this guy. Whatever people are saying about Murata, he looks good, but to me, he doesn't look anything like absolutely special enough to stop Golovkin. No, not educated enough in the ring for me, and doesn't have the IQ or the power to stop Golovkin. He might have the cardio, which could be a problem in the later rounds, but I feel like Golovkin should have way too much experience for this guy. So I'm going to go for a Golovkin stoppage or a points decision. Probably a stoppage around 9. I think he'll wear him down. Peace. I'm going with Golovkin. Tell me your opinion. What do you think? Is it going to be Japanese Dream? Are we going to see some upsets? Or is Golovkin going to do a good showcase and get this guy out of there and get that trilogy with Canelo? Doesn't matter if he gets a trilogy with Canelo, guys, because he's not going to get a points decision. So unless he knocks this Canelo out, he's never going to beat him. That's my opinion. I've said it, whether you like it or not. Tell me what you think. Comment underneath. Subscribe to Uzi Plays. I am now 90-16 on fight predictions. So you may be lucky once, but you're not going to be lucky 90 times. Yeah. There you go. So 90-16 on fight predictions, and going for more tonight. There's a lot of fights on. Anyway, comment below. Tell me what you think. Golovkin stoppage. Peace.